Question is Frank Gawthrop. Frank?
Thank you,
Got 3 minutes.
Thank you. My name is Frank Gawthrop. I live in Linwood Road, close to the station, and I travel to work through the Hills Road, Lensford Road junction every day, and I have done so for 20 years, so I've got pretty good knowledge of what goes on. I've got 4 questions for you, councillors. First is about the existing layout. Second is about the balance of users. The third is about the unilateral nature of the way this proposal for the Hills Road, Lensford Road junction has been presented. And lastly, it's about the effect, which to a certain extent meshes with what Linda Jones has said. Firstly, are you aware that 10 years ago, the whole junction was remodeled to give forward boxes for cyclists, and indeed on the Hills Road leg, I think it's a 7-second advance light for cyclists. That cost a staggering £900,000.
What?
That is a lot of money, and to a certain extent, I think that my question is it really necessary to spend yet more money on this junction, which, in my view, works well, and I see it every day. Secondly, would councillors agree that actually there has to be balance here? And not everybody is capable of using a cycle. Some people have to drive to work, including myself, because there's no bus service to where I work. You don't look like conspiracists, but I'm sure you're all aware there is a very strong feeling in Cambridge that there is a conspiracy against the motorist. And I wouldn't want you to encourage that. But nevertheless, as a member of the cycling campaign for over 25 years, it's not an idea that I personally subscribe to, but it's a very strong feeling that the motorist is somehow being discriminated against in this city. And I think you have to be aware that there needs to be balance in these proposals for both cyclists, pedestrians, and motorists who need to use their cars. Third point is about the unilateral nature of the way this has been proposed. This was a little underhand, councillors, to pop this in at the last minute, and there's a deal of feeling across the city that wasn't the way to do it.
Quite right.
But lastly, and most importantly, the effect. If you ban left and right-hand turns at this junction, all the traffic is going to go down Brooklands Avenue. You tried driving down Brooklands Avenue recently. It's got Cambridge Assessment, it's got the University Press, it's got new office blocks under construction, it's the sole access to Accordia, 300 plus houses, the sole access to Kaleidoscope in end of Clarendon Road, 400 flats. It's a nightmare. If you ban turns at this junction, you're going to make Brooklands Avenue even worse.
Quite right.
And as a resident of South Petersfield, I have to say, the taxi drivers in particular are going to make more of rat runs through our residential area. There's no doubt about it. So you really do have to think through proposals before you bring them forward. If you intend to proceed with this idea, which I hope you won't, then I think this whole business demands better analysis as a single, standalone proposal. Thank you, Chair.
Well said. Frank.
Sorry, thanks, Frank. Nicely.